Hi. So Rich and I, we just finished this out of body experience, guide out of body, module one, connecting to your sovereign self. And it went quite good. Of course, there's always place to learn, get better, to deliver more. But for me, it was the first thing like, hey, look, I was kind of part of it, minimal. But still, I learned a lot, or I became like aware, reminded of certain things that I think I should bring to the public as well. And of course, everyone knows these things. Just like from my perspective, hey, today I'm gonna share about this. But yeah, a lot of times in life, we just get caught up in reality. No matter what's going on. Some people are dealing with family, others lose someone we love, others are, like, hey, everyday problems, got to take care of the mortgage and taxes and daily problems, or you're engaged in what's going on in the world. You're fighting for the truth. You're trying to spread the word and help people to wake up and other things. And, we forget that sometimes we need to take care of ourselves. And some people are actually good at it, but there's always room for self love, self betterment, and, just being the best aspect of yourself you can be. And today, with the group, we were focusing on letting go, not necessarily forgetting, but just for a moment, we're going to let go of our problems and we're going to connect to who we really are. Each and every one of you has their superpowers, where it is, creation. I'm looking at myself, getting out of body and visualizing and looking at things, or love, your sense of humor, your ability to be sensitive and caring and empathic and say the right words, or, just be a teacher, be the guide and share what needs to be said and, express yourself. A lot of things. It doesn't have to be superpower where you're going to unleash some sort of force. And, it's cool if you can do that, but there's a lot of things. And, for me, this whole meeting we've had with people, seeing so many amazing people with their own lifestyles, with their own characters and personalities, their own issues. And some of them just shifted 180, like completely different person. And it was just like amazing to see, I know who you're talking, like I know who you are, but going through some problems and issues and interferences and other things. And then next hour, boom, completely new beingness, a lot of insights, lots of great, like, okay, now more knowledge, more beingness, more presence and understanding, and just bring it forward. And it can be done by everyone. Like simply, you just have to take a few minutes from your whole day and give yourself time to, like, okay, just maybe in the morning, maybe when you sit down, maybe before getting out of bed, but just give yourself a few moments to relax and, like getting into that, let's say, peak state of your life. And it doesn't have to be just this one, your whole existence, like who are you? What's your identity? What's your strength? What do you consider yourself, as? Some people like, oh, well, I'm good with kids. I'm a great mother. I'm a great father. Others are like warriors for the truth, for justice. They're going to bring something to the world, or like protect someone. And others are like healers and energy workers. And like, there's a lot of us out there, but sometimes we just pick that aspect that we can relate to. For me today, what stand out the most was love and a sense of humor. And, like, it's very good because the last few days, a lot of content I was putting out there was a bit, I don't know, like, couldn't call it edgy, but there was a lot of masculine energy. I'm fighting. I'm trying to share. I'm trying to get to my goal. I'm trying to get it done. And it's not into relaxing and being a true self. And any of us, can connect that aspect. So in your day, those few minutes, you relax, you think of that aspect, your strength, your beingness, your core, and you just like connect to it. Maybe you can feel it somewhere in your body. Like as you focus on your physical body, where within you is that warrior, that lover, that sovereign self of yours, that healer, that, great public speaker, that creator. And you just like touch your body and like, oh, I feel like here is a lover, here's the warrior, or, you might put like, okay, here, like my third eye is just like knowing and teaching and, like whatever you would just go through your body, you feel this energy, you feel your beingness. And you ask yourself questions, like, okay, my part of warrior, the healing part, the sovereign self, the mother, the father. You look at the core of maybe what you would like to have, that creativeness, the dancer, the singer, something you would like to have in this life, but maybe you don't have it now, but that core that you know that it's me, that is who I am. And when you connect with that part, you ask that part a question. You know, like, hey, what is it I need to know? What is it I need to remember? What is it that I need to focus on? How can I solve this thing? And you just talk about it. But as you ask this question, all the answers you need are coming from within. You don't need the world to tell you all that. Even me, I'm not telling anything you don't know. Somewhere within yourself, you know, in life, something happens and you get into this, you know, fight or flight situations where that warrior out of you will come out. You know, something might be threatening your children, maybe something's threatening you, and you just have to protect your family, yourself, your beliefs, and you're gonna go fight for it. And this warrior will come out naturally. But we don't have to get in those situations where something happens and only under those situations we're gonna bring out that part of ourselves. You can bring it out at any time. And it's like a muscle. We have to practice, we have to use it. And how we're running on automatic with the story we've been telling ourselves, where, you know, you might be procrastinating, you might be depressed, you might be lazy, you might have entities in your space and other things. You can do the flip and use the muscle of, hey, new story, I already have it all. And actually, I'm a healer. Actually, I'm a fighter. I'm an energy worker. I'm happiness. I am joy. I'm the truth. I'm the justice. And you look at who you are. How do you see yourself? The core. And once you connect that being and ask those questions, you'll get all the answers, all this knowledge. Your consciousness will pick it up from your Akashic records, from your entire existence, from the knowledge of it all. You're going to have all the answers. And you can do this at any time. Of course, you need your space, you know, to get in that place. But hey, if you start using it, you know, like asking yourself, like, how can I solve this issue? You don't need to ask anyone else. This problem will come out like, boom, okay, now I know the answer. It comes out, and it's all telepathically. It comes out by knowingness, by the feeling, you know, however you will perceive it. And at the same time, you can just go through your life, again, this or your other lifetimes, your past lives, and you look at, you know, okay, what's the best aspect I have out there or here that I would like to use more often? This powerfulness, this ability, that, you know, let's say confidence and the joy and the humor and whatever would empower you and make you feel better and stronger. You would just like focus on that. And even if you imagine, anyway, it's going to be like all truth, you know, like it's never going to be fake because you live for so long and you experience it all. And when you connect this aspect, how does it feel to be that? Like, allow yourself to sink in, to just visualize, you know, like to, okay, what happened in that moment that made me feel like that in that lifetime or in that situation or in this lifetime. And you just can everything from the beginning until the end, where even if the whole thing lasts for 5 minutes, hey, you just won your thing. You just, you know, like, hey, you helped the family, you grow, you finally got the answer you needed, or, you know, hey, money's coming in, you got your relationship, you got your girl, your guy, anything. And how good does it feel? You just like allow yourself to sink in that moment for a few minutes, but you can bring it back. And it's something we can practice. So all these states come and go because we're kind of like, it's a habit. Whatever we've been living for the last few years, we're living out of habits, our natural states, our, you know, like comfort zone. We got in the comfort zone of maybe, oh yeah, well, I have brain fog, or I can't process information well, or, you know, like for me, it would be like I speak really fast and unclear and utter this. And, you know, the story I've been telling myself. Then there's people's comments, what they've said about me, what I've experienced, the parents, what I've seen. It's all our story. And we keep on living it for years and years and years on automatic. And of course, there's ups and downs, but still the result is the same. The state doesn't really change, but you can change it. Like clearly, okay, now you know what's going on, and just try at any given moment to be more present and just choose a different aspect of yourself to react to the situation differently. Even me, like making a video, I can be all hyped up about, you know, like whatever I was talking the last few days, like the version of light, Taigetans, alien groups, and all the stuff, the truth, the points of views and other things. Or I could choose a different aspect where, hey, I'm going to be kinder today. Today I feel different, and I'm just going to give it to you. At any point in time, you can practice to be You know, like, hey, I might not feel too good right now, but I'm going to get in the state, use my body, because your body has a lot to do with it. And how does courageous person breathe and stand and do? And you just use little things to get yourself in that place. But it's a muscle. The same way you react to problems and live when it's hard or bad or negative or normal, the same way you can use your great strengths, your beingness, your core beingness, your powers to use it in everyday life or use it in any one of the situations. You're going to cook yourself some lunch today. If you were as good as Gordon Ramsay, how would you cook? How would your fingers stand? How would you feel in the kitchen? And all of a sudden your meal comes out much better than before. And you go like, well, I'm going to go on driving my car. And how would you feel if everywhere you went, it's just, everything's good. It's all good around you. It's like all super positive. But you can get yourself in that state and get it out anytime. So for me, there was a reminder like, hey, I need to look at myself much more to become aware of my being as my state, my thinking, what I am. And at times just choose a different way to react to, problems or issues, or just become that other aspect of myself. Like, okay, I've just lost a person I love. And you take that moment of how was it like when you had this loved one with you, when you two were together, you're talking and maybe you were holding hands or doing other things, and how great did it feel? And you connect in that moment. And in the same moment, you can talk to that person and ask them questions. They passed away, but now you connect that moment, you connect with them, their presence, their beingness, their essence. And you just talk to them, you get all the answers like, hey, where are you? How are you doing after you left Earth? And same way you deal with anything, like whether it is loss of someone, where you get knowledge and information on what to focus on. What's your purpose here in life? Like, why you came here on Earth? What do you need to do? What do you need to know right now? Like you're just talking like, oh, I don't know what to do. And you just allow yourself for a minute to connect to your warrior, to your sovereign self, to the part that knows it all, can do it all. And you just ask the question, you get the answer, and all of a sudden there is no problem anymore. You just know what to do, you know what to focus on. So, like for me, it was a good thing. Again, like there's always place to grow and do better and deliver more to people, and I'm onto it. But for the first thing for me, like, hey, that was good enough. So definitely gonna work on getting better to give more methods to people, give more time, give more attention. And, like, again, like maybe change my beingness a little bit here and there. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.